Okay, guys. Whoop. Well, happy, I guess I should say, Super Bowl Sunday. Since today, happy Super Bowl Sunday to everybody, and also may Jesus and may peace be with you. But the amount of chaos that is going on, there is a lot of heavy chaos, and some people know what I'm talking about, some people don't. Um, I'm staying out of it because everybody knows I'm neutral. I don't pick sides, honestly. Whatever's going on, I will throw my advice or whatever to anybody that wants to listen. But it's like, truthfully, hey, I'm staying out of the chaos because what's going on between others. Number one, it's really not involving much in me, which I wouldn't care if it did or not, because honestly, we all know. We are really finding the laughter of the people out there that are really not focusing on themselves and working on their, fixing their problems and working on their mental health and this and that, which again, what most people should be doing. Stop being. But again, so many people, they just no, they really want to focus on what others around them are doing or saying, whether it involves them or not. That's the thing. Whether it involves them or not, they got a nose in, and you know, they got a nose in, and they just have to, you see it. They just have to know what that person's doing and saying. It's like, no, man, worry about yourself. Stop focusing so much. Don't worry about what other persons are doing. Because anymore, nobody cares about the hate and the negativity. People, no matter what social platform you may be on, people laugh at you anymore. People laugh at it because it's laughable. The thing is, I said this a dozen times, but I say a dozen times because people still, they just struggle so much with it. Because you watch people have a meltdown, lose their minds, whatever over things that, number one, they lose their mind over stuff because people fail to really do the proper research and look into things before, they go either on a social media or they go live on a television and make fools of themselves, or I should say somebody else does it to them. But, same with opinions. Like, people just, I don't know, they still struggle that, just because no matter what somebody is saying, like even me right now, it's like, it doesn't matter what I'm saying. Nobody has to agree. Nobody has to believe. I'm not claiming that I'm being right about anything. No, all I'm doing is just giving how I feel and my honest opinion. But you see, what do a lot of people struggle with? Understanding that. And all they got to do, and then they just want to turn people against that person, bash that person. And for what reason? Because that person gave their opinion on something, and you just can't respect it, even though you don't agree. But people destroy themselves. Like, people can sit there, and it'll always be a thing, play the blame game, play the name calling, and it's like, all you're doing is destroying and hurting yourself, man. You are not hurting nobody else but yourself. You're not the only person you are hurting and destroying is you. The other person is laughing at you because, honestly, you are worrying and so much because what that person said, you didn't agree with. Okay, well, it's fine. That's fine. Everybody has their own different perspective of no matter what. Nobody ever has to agree or like anything that someone says or does. But people just can't, man. People just will always have to find a way because people can't pull themselves out of the negativity and the hate that surrounds them. And it's like, that is the biggest thing. You really need to let go of all that negative and bad energy and fill it with kindness and positivity. You really need to just seriously stop worrying and being concerned about what everybody else is doing around you, especially when it has nothing that is concerning you. That's why even all this chaos that is happening between some people, I'm not nosing in because, number one, it doesn't concern me, and I'm not going to get in the middle of it. But even if it did, still, because honestly, it's like, You can sit and hate all you want, but the person you are mostly affecting is yourself, not me. You're using me. You're just using me for somebody to blame every little thing, kind of like what they're doing to Trump, they're just blaming him for every little thing, even though he has nothing to do with it, And you trolls and haters, I should say just trolls, but I say trolls or haters because whatever you choose to call. But, you do the same thing. You just blame other people for your own issues and problems that you just can't take the responsibility for. You can't take that responsibility. You can't hold that responsibility. So you just turn to blaming everybody else. And you guys see why time after time I say I don't care the kind of stuff that the trolls and haters are trying to twist around. Because anybody can come to my channel and watch the videos, I don't care any of them, and watch them full and see there's nothing wrong with them. I'm not hurting anybody. All I try to do is get loving, kind, and positive words, encouraging words to people. If you don't like it, then guess what? Go find something you do like then. I don't need you here. I don't need your negative energy here. I'm not bothering you. I'm not hurting you. So stop acting like it. Stop playing a victim and stuff and worry about your dang self and focus on yourself and fix your own life. Stop worrying about what I'm doing in my life. Okay? Because what I am doing in my life and the stuff that I'm doing is none of your concern. Worry about you. I'm not, worry about taking care of your own self. Worry about fixing your own issues and problems. Not what everybody else is doing. But again, what do you see people doing? They can't do it. And that's why, again, people want to hate and be negative, and they just would rather keep and be surrounded by all that negativity and negative energy. That's not your problem. It's not your problem to fix. It's not your problem to solve. They need to solve and work out their own problems. But again, you're just choosing to play the drama game and the back and forth negative. And that's why, again, I don't need it. I don't need the drama, you want a drama, and because you don't get enough attention at home, and you just got to go out there and seek all that attention. No, man, because again, it's like there's just so much happening in our world that is far more concerning and terrible than, again, a bunch of people on any of these social platforms that can't focus on themselves, and they just go around and attack and just for no reason attack people for their pleasure because, again, they can't simply just focus on themselves. They love to just criticize and judge and jump all over people that honestly are just trying to survive and just trying to live their life, and that's just what's ridiculous, and that's why, like I said, again, I don't care what the haters do or say, because honestly, dude, again, the only person you are affecting and hurting is yourself, not me, because honestly, why am I going to get upset or angry over stuff that you got to make up and blame on me that I'm not really doing, or just stuff that happened maybe a long time ago that, again, you just can't get over, because that's just another thing. The trolls love to hang in the past. They can't move on with life. That's just another thing. But, no. Like I said, there are far better and more important things, and, again, these kind of people that want to cause chaos and drama, you do. You can't help but just keep laughing at them, because, honestly, they are, it's like, dude, you're the only one making a fool out of yourself, you just can't swallow the pride and just admit you just want to keep being, offensive and, and just continue with the name calling and the blaming and the excuses. That's all you want to do, so, but anyway, enough rambling. Like I said, happy Super Bowl Sunday, God bless, and, I just want to come on and just make, another little vlog, again, just for, positivity, words of encouragement, because, again, there's so much negative and hate and this and that, but again, it's always going to be a thing, but again, you just can't really let it, take control of you. Take care.